Welcome to the Game Master mode in Arma Reforger. We're going to build a quick and personalized scenario for you to practice flying as many different helicopters as much as possible without you endangering yourself or your team in a real conflict. First, let's open the workshop. Here you can search for types and specific models of vehicles. If we search for helicopters, we get a few pages of individual models and some model packs. But for this, we will search for AH-6M. Install that, and make sure it's enabled in the Mods Manager here. Next, we will escape out and go to Scenarios. Scroll down to Game Master, choose whichever map you want. Click the star button to the left of the map and go to the Favorites tab at the top. When the map loads, the camera might be far away from the airfield. Open the map to get your bearing and use your movement keys to navigate to the airfield. Once there, you will need to assign yourself a faction. It doesn't matter which one, then click the spawn point button here. Place it somewhere close, then go to the Vehicles tab and scroll until you find the little bird. Left click the heli, and then left click where you want to place it. You can place as many as you want and as many different types of helicopters as you want. Just make sure to spread them out a little, as the rotors can hit other helicopters and destroy both of them at the same time. After you're done placing a few helicopters, click the Respawn menu button in the upper left, click your faction, join a radio team, and click the spawn point that you placed, and then click Deploy. You can now run over to your fleet and begin flying. After I get into the little bird, I like to turn on the MFD for a good visual on how the helicopter is in space, but it's not needed. Start the engine, and wait for the rotors to start spinning up. While we're waiting for the rotors, why don't you click that sub button? It would sure mean a lot. Thanks. Once the rotors are at full speed, you'll notice the little bird will hop right up into the air fairly quick and will be very responsive to your inputs. You can see how steep these turning angles are, and it will still stay in the air. If you try these with a Huey or a Blackhawk, they'll be much more sluggish, and when leaning sharply left or right, will lose a lot of altitude unless you have a lot of speed. But here, you can crash as many as you want, so send it. Here you can see that I'm performing a couple barrel rolls and pulling 180 degree turns to stall the horizontal speed. I'm using the auto hover to help me land. You can see how sharply you're able to turn and how quick you're able to gain speed using the little bird. It is a fantastic helicopter to learn how to get comfortable flying. Now that you've put some time into practicing, let's go check out Arma Pilot on YouTube. I've got a link to his channel below, but check out this clip. Look how he and his teammate fly between the trees at max speed just a few feet above the ground. As they fly across the river, you can see the shadow of the helicopter in front just a few feet below. Here you can see he's flying in between buildings and evading ground fire. He turns sharply and flares into a 180 to stall his horizontal speed and finishes his 360 just as he touches the ground to drop off his teammates. He's on the ground for maybe 5 seconds before he's back into the air. hope you enjoyed the video and get to practice a lot more. Please leave a comment if you have any ideas for future videos. Looking forward to hearing from you. Please subscribe to the channel if you would like to keep seeing this content. I like to stream over on Twitch as well. There's a link for that below. Thank you very much.